This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Newton, my name is Why Cradwa. My away now. Me read all the every. Still, I don't want to toy. Still. Hello, New.
Boss, my son was studio ha and commanding no if a house folk any manager Abubakar Watara. How transfer window BA, a local transfer window no, obet me a share and name a year. The name I was shooting no, it's our share last season and come more near a season or share goalkeeper Dahaya has folk epic goalkeeper. Now Omuni Biana, of course, Omar Sharif Shwaib, our homework Sinketia, that's all around Ata. But as to how these guys, estate at your club, rumors on HS has folk epic goalkeeper. Now goalkeepers, these two guys have been mentioned and right Dramon come up. But another year two was enrolling dice and discuss our performances, and we start from Benjamin Asare for Olympics in the performance at the just season, now top notch. Osha Olympics has struggled as a whole. Now goalkeeper where you put it amongst three top goalkeepers. It says a lot. Or the betting out to talk something a Juku for Tamale City, or vie for top scorer. Not Tamale City core relegation. Similar thing to Mohamed Mankuyeli. Or pre top scorer, but not RTU core relegation. And then this story F4 Edema Benjamin Asare, top notch goalkeeping last season for Grey Olympics. You saw that save. Now, me pe goalkeepers I know munye do baby because in terms of goalkeeping, agility is one of the main factors. About performance at that now Oshe Benjamin Asare by stature, by height, how he moves, and of course in the distribution. Technically, Obepen say obey be the amount, but sometimes in terms of clean sheets, now define here or check it defense in a drama. Now, meeting a can't the assist say you can't say goalkeeping now you're the all form, and of course the way you be a giant. Attack I be a rap blaster, but last season at the end now and corner said he has spoken share. And into Benjamin Asare in terms of the reach. So you have two and one baby and inside Drew. This guy is very good, but positionally, Oshe just action a trail we are. I mean, highlight here the been show. Linda and Tangi had a very poor touch. I mean, a heavy touch. And my Olusi Bono. Obiba can say, oh, easy. I'm a Benjamin Asare so but shall be her. It is possible and so bound. Say defense bet me at disappointing. So Olympics defense in the I don't know what they call relegation. Everybody is switched off. So a Banisana, first of all, watch Benjamin Asare in the positioning. How he narrowed the angle to the far post. Linda air control ball, but the movement from the line or exiting the goal line was another massive thing. And these are the micro details of goalkeeping. Moving on, Hasfolk and come on extra say a Benjamin Asare. We hope say you be Ben the form for Olympics. For Solomon Agbesi 5.3 and CAF 18 come on. I'm say top 5 saves. Per 90 minutes, Oshe confederation course now. Solomon Agbesi stays ahead of Gideon Asiako, and of course, a save percentage at 85.7, just ahead of 84% of Fusama. So, can Solomon, Africa, not there, or yeah, did my dreams, I mean, watch that save, but it was a domestic affair against us folk. Now, defenders, the Metacon, one must strike another Jada, so Obaborn in fan show, but Solomon Agbesi came to the rescue, saved it, and I'm sure set from the touchline. Now coach Karim Zito or Bonnie in Semohopa, and it was another moment against Mediama, a quality cross down the left and a bar box Bernardino Tete Enya, a very good connection. So Yana Metaka as a goalkeeper there, as a so height in here, Juma. That is not to say, ni bamo me mate, ni bamo. Make a coaching mate, born in the mobi, make a video in but ni bar for Kotoko, Omo height no fellas, some man than lad. Omo height in this road, they have good dive. But for Solomon there, very, very good height. And a buono, it aids ne rich in terms of dive. And me pe goalkeepers are communicating pa. Obini mu that but or your body, fachame. But Solomon there, me kai bokine and tie to goalkeeper. We a defender. No we jina anymore. O kwanchi dia nyawo dia. Every mess. Obe making sure say obtain voice. And Solomon happens to be one of them. Of course, say a central defender or a captain for the team in Abdul Jalulu. No jina anymore. O tiano krana one share obe ferry. But that's not Solomon Agbesi. He's been a real commander or backline. And you come back 5 for 1. So coach Zito be switch to the back 3. So or African. So or converted to a traditional back 4. Solomon, competing so well with goalkeeper Fred comes in. but Adiebi or Solomon one person me can want some kakra. Last season, last 2 seasons, Adia na me pesa tabaye ayibeye eye was pele shot. And then I'm can say Johnny Benyan, watch shot no kuan. Watching a chum no, it saves a lot of situations. But Solomon sometimes pulls the shot out. Now by the top box room, you can see that. And this was against Mediama. But Ataya Bia Media Shenebe Brighter J, lot of other strikers. And they attack spell shots and I na opubo ne ban. What Shenebe so if you want to do that, ask for now Ombenya Panombe fire. But this is the secret here. Because Ataya taking into Nimonye Dusa is not really agile. But Osha Solomon dia, he can react so well. In the Sabansa or spell shot on Ukraine, he can save that with a very good reflexive save. And this is what I've been talking about. But Obe spell shot, now I call show with reflexes there. I can tell you for a fact, learn the technique of keeping the ball compact. So Opubo no Piedia. No one your defenders on respond here. You would have to, get up onto your feet and sign what save. Solomon Abesi, Benjamin Asari, 2 guys, on common question. And we hope to see these guys say, but this is, of course, Michael Award for Nations. Now, last season, Nations performance, strikers were teaming, but your body defenders are super. Boy, your body, the captain was down the pum kakra, or one chain in chair, or central defense, you can't Razak Simpson, want some well documented. And of course, Michael Award, on also, but me take defenders want someone, you're on the ball, baby, because who defend it? And today now pass a watch on the ball. But yendi Award come also watch the micro details of a game. Now the partner any Razak Simpson because left back in Aqua community. Razak now becomes the left back, thereby shifting Michael Award onto the other side as a left central defender. Now shall work it will be or understanding the situation or the left side of Omutimino, it was our training near or share action. But in apart from so training near or share by a body free banner. 2 or so training air share area or even though crossing in your back, watch a work closely or scanning zone to understand what is really happening. This is a micro detail of how to defend. He doesn't possess the ball right now, but your understanding of the situation, so we're training near or social before. Or that getting even entry into the box and for the second time or share whatever goes on with Razak and attack and Alban as well as enrouting into the box. So who shall say no Busa say for the second time. So we share Razak twice and we share Kofi Mensah and other defenders and also so twice. And this is brilliance. In terms of defending, this is brilliance. So after that crossing by, he stood close to the near post. Now cross on evading, it went beyond height. And this is another thing I saw from the boy. Michael Awa who said Kofi Mensah train home about the far post. Now Awa made sure say about occupy the far post because baby a ball in there are 2 central defenders around the action zone. And the Kofi Mensah train by Awa then occupied that far post. Said a striker and pick a far poster. Awa will be available. Top notch movement from the central defender. Now Boni in Krawa and Nima coach and a scout a show the Jose Akwai on the Oya Pa a brand to me. So that's got to do with Michael Awa, how a move we are closely or share action, and you can understand the fact that Simpson air caught the other side and Awa edges and narrowly about the right box room. But then I am a fan say crossing by a Kofi Mensah Chibahana, no question and chair, just to defend the striker and it connection. This is good. This is good. But there are times we should give Nana now it is 1-on-1 against a striker. Now we should give me a course here, Olympics of relegation. The distance between Michael Awa and his partner in Razak Simpson is about 50-meter distance. So this is Razak Simpson and Michael Awa near 2 central defenders on the partner. Now it is the last defender, Michael Awa, who has an American on a striker. No, she won't be a new crab and no, I American wants to know. Maybe defender one don't be fragile. So Shabon a buy now. Awa is now in control of the ball. As Osha TV so. No one is saying no for Jinico Mediama and it has folk. Adia Hamza Isa Adia Kofi Asma. Kofi Asma is a TikTok central defender, but Hamza Isa bully no cry. I know the woman pet because I know say defender should be a domineering player. It's so dominating in the situation. But this is Michael Awa 1-on-1. And he acted so soft. Emma striker and access to the ball. It might be one of those off situations, but I can't send the bridge. Watch the 2 players. Born in Basse, first of all, your understanding of where your partner is, Razab sensing, is so important. Or two, how you deal with a center forward, because you are the last defender offside in this situation. Everything has to be won by you, because I can't keep an now the ball was in the air. Watch Awua now is in full control of the situation. Striker never been in a show. Now you're then a striker and you access to the ball. Awua has to focus your quiet name and say the pressure too much. Would you become a free crying? So born in the Usian was the level of pressure one nations, and you be no has folk. And this is transfers. Yet to cancer and pankwan. And you may away about ball and I say wow, but a do baby a season that kick on. And when I was pressure, so he was so fragile. No, it's soft. And no JJ ball no who the oil and a striker never far ball. And that brought that tussle between Kofi Mensah and the striker off the ground. But Awua was a bit free. Earlier, this situation could have been dealt with. But Awua who they are not oil. I can't say much. We are in the transfer market. But there was another situation. I expected Awua to block this ball, but Awua didn't top near block the ball. We cannot say 100% positives. But of course, some of the things that we improve in the game, Awua do that before you sign, because pressure was folk. Way massive. I see the own nations. Enoch Morrison, quality player at Ken Faisal, very average at Krobia. Now average, and then I say average performance comes from many reasons. And one of the reasons, and then I say, medical last 2 seasons, Vez was Enoch Morrison when he signed for Krobia. But first of all, you can't the game no one on your very left. But it's about 80% to 20 in terms of 14. But every time, first of all, let's talk about the zone. Zone our panel at the right channel. But be a Mesut Ozil, so I'm on a 10. I know. Enoch Morrison person was setting up 1-on-1 with a defender. A bunny say I am Enoch any the power. Because Otimi vertical inside, so that I robbing by no picky goalkeeper. No. So 2 in a 4-3-3, Enoch Morrison will have to play on the right side of the 3-man attack. Enoch Morrison in his first season. Na skills any the way na and check bia na Enoch Morrison form a plummet out of nowhere. But talking about some of the positive from his game, we can be talking about a very good scoring midfielder. On your be about 16-17 goals to be by getting close to the box. Enoch Morrison to be picking certain chances out of nowhere. And you saw that understanding with Richmond Lamptey and Makachro left in the upper left in the ball. He's really not that potent in front of the goalpost. Now, Mekah could be a highlight to say. Most often, coaches can get best out of these guys. But Mekah, Enoch Morrison, he always moves to say, Iron Robin, he loves to go in that right channel. A honor, a manner, or that understanding of how to meet a lateral, be a left back every time. So when it goes, back from a very similar pattern. A quite first goes, you saw that very good pass from Enfege. Or you saw Kwame and sign one balance a player and not picking a shot at goal. So this is Enoch Morrison. If you are a coach and open source signing and get the best out of this guy and Obama goes. One thing about Enoch Morrison, they say, has of folk attacking midfielders to Salif Ibrahim, Linda Ntangi, Enoch Morrison. The kind of goals, the load of goals they give you, Enoch Morrison on his day, able to be among those goals, and I can say, even in front of the goalpost, on yet more attacking minded to say Enoch Asibonte back, but Enoch Morrison here, are very proficient in front of the goalpost. Essay Enoch Asibonte. I cannot say much about Salif Ibrahim because Salif is a typical number 8. Why Richard I can't say number 10 now or Bonnie. But Enoch Morrison a ball 8, it be called out wide. And our very good movement. Watch him. Or ball late into the box. Every time he moves very late into the box. And so in a chance to epic at goal. Sometimes he loves to go 1-on-1. What way be brave. But in the past, ain't me and Nejuma in all the angles I told the opposition or no. But I can tell you, down the flank, so Enoch Morrison ain't vertebra insider. Yeah, no way good. Now Enoch, I did had in here. Shall screen also that kind of United defenders are who screen also. Now mention Enoch Morrison at the you can count about 4 players of Bechem United. Now count an to Seloto. So body cry Enoch Morrison. So body cry will say one apart from the energy now the ball about bedroom. We how you understand the situation. So it's against only two defenders. 3 strikers against 2 defenders. Why not Enoch Morris the ball, man? Are you picking a defender on 1-on-1 or over releasing Mukwala and Richmond Lamptey and hold on? And your players be now pass you among Mukwala and Richmond Lamptey, but he held on to the ball and we see chance. And but he's saying attacking midfielder the Ottawa, Obama coach Buefu, Obama other players in Buefu. For how many minutes would you continue to keep that ball until say defenders in the 2? You waste the energy of those players and now no more buy. Enoch Morrison, deal with your creativity. And has folk, it me sign you a bebuao. Samuel Ashikwe is another quality player. Now, me, Sankomoya Yedi has folk no be where we are. I am so sure it has to be Samuel Ashikwe for adaptation, for how he is going to integrate himself into the Hasfolk setup. And Krankasano, young fan blended Brofinity. In terms of how he fits himself into the setup, I am not sure said Juma Bebre. Now let's talk about the technical quality as a player. The profile or wide range of profiles. Every time, who sayOkrabona, very, very quick, very pacey, and he can create as well. Because of to be create here. And your players say na or to me at the ball back in the final 10 to be creative ball Bebre them. In Fege is always in the final 10. Goes to say no create here, assists to say no create here at the just ended season. So when your players now are ball in the final 10 and don't want one more numbers. A boy or ball or attack, but numbers in the show. But Samuel is a bit different. He creates a lot, but he goes, and does so. One, it might be down to the fact that sometimes, yeah, near trying to quite it will be to be support 2, it will be to be support 2 left back, or it will be to be crouched by 50 number 8. But the definition of his profile now, a versatility and a utility player. So Hasfolk, Samuel Ashikwe, Abba tap on more. I can confidently say, Obe fight here, red team. For attitude, I'm not close to this boy, so I mean, how an attitude, say, Babu coach and I am coach, But in terms of the technical understanding of how he plays, this boy, everything I do, Hasfolk, and I am sure there's a chance to be with her. I'm going to come on a coach here, and he's going to do the job. Getting and edging closer to the final third, now Hasfolk come on a coach on Asamoah Boateng a free. Are we talking about a traditional center forward? Now, because a traditional center forward, number 9 for no, and your body be brace, as a more Boateng nipa be 3 crowd we see order, especially about professional career. Na nipa train or the day na atwe more. It doesn't mean so to be more born do the elite level. Me can do one some a brand any say Jordan come or the other side. And one thing I be who about some Boateng game they say born out born onim born ebo. But you can't top scorers and some Boateng can. It's the end the can. The end the can will be to say the coach can choose to play a typical traditional 4-4-2 with Asamoah Boateng as part of the 2 strikers. So Asamoah Boateng here. The coach can also revert to a 4-2-3-1. The one no Asamoah Boateng. One here has the physique to endure tussles. In contact situations, this guy can sustain himself. And every time Biano say Oshe hour the game let's say now or shy away from staying close to the central defenders. So Utiv no Sudino, who say Kotoko about 5 players but in the midst of them Asamoah Boateng stays as a lone striker. This is the kind of strikers I am sometimes coaches in the striker I could defend it, but Uber who say on an top war as if say on can game. So that is Asamoah Boateng, even though nations were all players behind the ball, but Asamoah on Kwan our top. He loves to stay as the focal point of the team. Yenin common here. Ni game ni na boom yenu. Apart from yenu na babu no, on team fa brain ka. But the first bracket of his game boom yenu dia na aerial durability. Say yakosoro. Yes, sustain your horse and a man can all suspending ho. I was throw. Now when you good connection, Asamoah Boateng, but before ball it has to start from a position. So this is Asamoah. Ono jiri pa be me ensantem no. And none of my countries he doesn't shy away from marking. Eti who say Kote wa ha no di nkra say Kote man here Justice Blake obi our run by Asamoah so jina hobi. But watch the sequence of this goal. After say carrying ball corner no one Boahe yi kache ba kumienu, but there was a good connection in the box. Now Asamoah jina on into obi ehunu ana, but that's not the case. His manipulation within the box defines intelligence. And if I'm saying I don't manipulate you, as I saw her, but watch the jump. This is a leaping power. As I'm one jump on my defenders in the question, and I am telling you, the guy is so physical. When you body ball, it's in the on a Didier drop a type of profile and he's so pacey. Watch the jump. This is leaping power. And the distance between where he lived, anybody who had the ball on the toe, we are talking about 20-meter distance, all within the box. This is the position of Jina Ehurio, but a placing ball to far post. Doesn't it tell you something? A committee make a first post, but a Honda Moise Jina, and Moise has a very good height. He made sure so that pick a far post, Picking that far post means he had to add a bit of bullet and power. That is okay. So has folk come on wood in ano as a more boating, so much me sign boy now. Oh, maybe being say Hamza Isa. Let's face the fact. On your better say Hamza Isa in terms of experience as a more boating. Now watch him. I keep saying he loves to stay as the lone striker out top. Obia which as a more boating a leading line. But look, Baby a boy no one as about 15 meters. But watch the destination of the pass. Anywhere someone picked that ball, staying in the midst of two central defenders, Justice Blair and of course Newton on another banner ability, but someone endured, took the ball, entered that box, and he was brought down. This is real energy. When you technique in the brave, but ball, mommy, na me me energy, power. Watch him. So General, this. Esa samwa boating
tu barakasi mamienu pe na SAD program no ba wiye enti me ma be 15 seconds no wrap up nyame yad mo chena me mo abeto aso free baby a ugina ye no na fe odi nyame de yad mo chena de no enso ato aso enti 10 to 15 seconds
all right Bob. So as samwa boating last player ye bobo ne come so now me 15 seconds de me person me kanyina ne say last season has folk goal scoring now. Majority of them now Hamza Isa. He took majority of the goal scoring burden. But Omunya Samabuate the Kanwa from Deportivo, Lagos Cities, Nations, he's primed to help the club. But as to the length of our conversation, I can't tell. The only thing I met me I can say Asamwa Amro has so. Na omo time na almost signing one. Obet me I did a lot of what Hamza did. Boss. And community, you have to such
okay. Now, also the performance, on Guru Hamza Isa, not just a form kakra. Now, also, so a boy, mean, Tijuana, Papa. The Yami had watched and watch him, why?
All right, boss.
Okay.
All right, boss.
Newton Lartey, Marijata, and I do, and so I'm coming.